Hello, hello. Today is February the 12th, and it's not the 15th yet, but I just feel like I'm going to miss the 15th. But today is actually a special day because on my Instagram or on my Facebook feed, today last year was the last day I actually saw my dad. February. And he passed in April. Last February, we went over there and we had a late Christmas. And we went over there. The kids the kids got their Christmas presents. It was amazing. We, talked about dad and his, health and everything. Planned on having surgeries. He said he was feeling better. He's on a new, blood pressure medication. And so everything, I remember it like it was yesterday. And February 12th was the last day that I saw him. And, that's how it happened. Like, physically saw him. Now, we did do another video chat with them later, I think in March, but we called and everything, but actually seeing him. But just seeing that, it kind of just made me tear up a little bit. To know that this was the last time that I gave him a hug, I touched him, when he was alive, when he had breath in his body. And that made me feel sad today, to just realize that. Dallas has been really, she had several moments where she said that she missed Pop Pop. She had several moments where she said that she missed Pop Pop this month. And today was Jerseys for Jesus Sunday today. And I was like, dang, ain't got no Green Bay Packers jersey or anything. But I looked down at the jersey I was wearing, and my dad bought that Falcons Roddy White jersey for me because I wanted a jersey. And I remember that he was like, I'm gonna buy you. I was like, okay. So wore that today, was in church today and everything, and getting through it day by day. I am publishing a new book, and it's set to release this week. And when I started the book, I already wrote the dedication. So my dad was already in the dedication. And so when I actually went back to go over the book starting maybe in December, I had to change it to my late dad. I had to change it to my late dad. I had to. And that was it was a real moment. I was like, ugh. But I did make sure that I dedicated to those who watched me go through these painful years. And one of the, things about, the last time I spoke with him, I was going through something with my ex, and he was like, no, you will not go back to that guy. He said that. He was like, no. That was I feel like, he was, it was in March. He said that. And he was like, you will not. And so, I put stuff in the book that he said. So when I reread it, I was, it made me feel like, I was like, oh, but I am just, coasting along, dealing with the things as they go. When I am reminded of him, I'm not crying. Today was a pivotal moment for me with seeing him. Today was the last day last year, but things that remind me of him, like my screensaver is still dead, pillows, blankets, and things that remind me of him doesn't really sting as they did, but I am reminded of him. And sometimes I feel like, he sends signs, of course, or I would say God sends signs of comfort through those times. Or now, from the last time I seen a cardinal until now, I have not seen one. That was in December, the last time I seen them. But just certain things that gives me comfort, and certain things that remind me of him, like, I got this Green Bay thing in my car. He will be probably, today's Super Bowl Sunday, he will probably be, in his, I think he got an Eagles jersey. He'll be in his Eagles jersey and watching the game, even though his team didn't win. And here and there, I've watched, the Packers. Like, here and there, I watch my team. So just getting reminders, setting up a time where all of us can get together again, and just, I went over there the other day, the other week, and they brought, him down. They brought him down in a box. And he was there, and I said hey and everything. And Dallas wanted to see him, and, I have to remind her, like, she's smart, but her mind is still grasping, like, how can he be in this box? And trying to explain it to her again, and those emotions coming up. But we did get to see him, and of course I see him, all the time. I wear my necklace more often than not, recently as well. So yeah, like, I'm just moving along. How many months? 10? Yeah, because March and then April will be 12 whole months, and thanks for the grace of God, who kept me all this time, because I didn't know how I would be right now. But God just sends people that we need. He sends reminders. He sends encouragement. He sends hope. He sends healing. And I'm just so grateful for the resilience that I have. Not saying that I don't hurt and everything, but just the resilience that know that there's a bigger plan, there's a bigger picture. Everybody has a time to go. Understanding these things, even though we feel, helps us, through the moment. Because we feel, but we just go through differently. That's actually one of my chapters in my book, because it is a devotional for solo moms, single moms, and I put the aspect of parenting through trauma, right? Like, things that hurt us to our core, and we still have to show up. We still have to show up for life. So how to show up when we got kids and we got young kids. And so that was a pivotal moment in writing the book too. Like, and I just feel just so, you know, grateful for the lesson learned, because, you know, who is to say that we, you know, we all will lose our parents, or, oh, God forbid, we lose our children. It's the circle of life is so crazy. And so this is how it's supposed to be. Like, children are supposed to see their parents go, and it's so crazy to it's so crazy to say that, but then parents don't want to see their children to go before, you know, it's so crazy. And so I know that this is the circle of life, and I have to kind of remind myself this is the circle of life, and this is how it's supposed to be. And people are like, he was young, and, you know, there's parents that live to 80 or 90, grandmas that live 80 or 90. So I'm just grateful for the time that was spent here, and I'm able, like I always say, I'm so grateful that I watched him grow into the man that he became, and he just wanted to do better, do good. And so, you know, that's where I am. I do have moments. There will be moments that pop up. There will be days you're like, okay. Not to say that you don't miss them, but it doesn't stop you. But then there are days like this moment that I just had. Like, I was like, oh my gosh, this is the last time we actually. So, and I wouldn't think this would be a day, but this was a day. And it showed up on my timeline. I'm like, Lord. So, 10 months. Y'all, I'm getting there. 10 months. And that's how I am. Hey, everyone. So, part 2. We just saw a cardinal that flew past. And that happens sometimes. The cardinal flew past my car, and it went to go sit on the tree as I was getting Dallas today, and it was just so befitting. He wanted to share in the memory today, and so I am so happy that he sent a gentle reminder that of comfort, and just so that I know that he's thinking about me, and that gives me comfort, and that gives me strength.